everybody, welcome to my channel Maple and Home. Today we are starting my series of Christmas Decorate With Me's up here in the master bedroom. I am so excited to start getting into the actual Christmas decorating. I've been waiting for this for a long time. I'm so excited. Christmas is my favorite. I try to do as much as I can, so I'm so excited to share the master bedroom Christmas decorating with you first. I do change the comforter and all that on the bed. I'm going to do that last though. My sheets are being washed in the washing machine right now, so we are going to get started with the Christmas tree that I bought this year for this corner right behind me. I'm so excited. If you guys are new to my channel, I just want to say welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. My name is Amanda. I am a stay-at-home mom to 2 little boys. And here on my channel, I like to share all things home decorating and homemaking. So if that is the kind of thing you guys are interested in, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss when I upload a new video.
It's cold outside, it tingles in my heart. Breathing air that clears my mind, I'm all for a good start. I hear those jingle bells, people singing about love. It feels like I'm a kid, like I'm forever young. And that's why I wanna sing about the Christmas on its way. A reason to hang around and celebrate this day. Everyone's smiling and it's snowing. It's the time of year again. I'm happy you're here, my winter wonderland. I'm walking around making small talk with people that pass me by. I share a laugh, it gives me joy.
As I said at the start of the video, I'm beginning this Christmas Decorate With Me with the tree that I purchased this year from Walmart. And I'm not doing much with it. I do want to keep it simple and calming for our bedroom. I'm just using the tree, a tree crate, and some warm white lights. No ornaments at all. I just felt like that would be really distracting for our bedroom. At this point, I've put it together, and as you can see, I'm just fluffing it out a little bit. It is a sparser tree compared to some of the other ones I own, especially my King of Christmas tree that I use down in my living room. That one is very large, very full, and it is very time consuming to get together, so that'll get its own video. I just did not want a super full look in this space, and I also didn't want to be spending a ton of time with a really full tree. I feel like those take longer to fluff out sometimes because there's just so much to work with. This tree was inexpensive, and once it was finished, I thought it looked just perfect for what I wanted. Now, this is also the first time that I've actually put lights on myself. All my other trees are pre-lit, and this one is not. So I made a rookie mistake with that and did not buy enough lights for it. I thought one strand of 100 lights would be enough because it was 20 feet long, and this is a 6-foot tree, but it definitely wasn't. So I had to wait to finish the tree until later after I had a chance to go out and buy another strand. When I get to the lights, you will see me kind of just stop and give up for a little bit because I knew immediately that it just wasn't going to work out. I will show how I finished it later on in the video, so be sure to stay tuned for that.
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love there's always a way. And oh, this time of year we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way. We'll put our differences aside and just enjoy this moment of peace and love and happiness. We come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day.
So after pressing pause on finishing the tree, I moved on to the top of our dresser. I'm just wiping it down really quick with Mrs. Meyer's multipurpose spray in peppermint. And then I am putting on this neutral runner that says Merry Christmas at both ends. It is one that I got from Hobby Lobby a couple years back, I think. I don't think it was last year. I think it was 2 years ago. But I don't think they sell it anymore. If they do, I will be sure to link it down below.
It was the night before Christmas. I was closing down for business in my little present shop when the bell on the door.
Now, we do keep this humidifier here in our room for when we get sick. We have small children. We always have some kind of a respiratory illness or cold running through our house in the winter. It really blocks up all of our noses, including my kids. And so we like to have humidifiers in our room to make sure that we can get enough moisture and keep from getting too stuffed up in the wintertime. This tray that I'm cleaning right now is one that I got from Kirkland's this past spring, I think. And I use it to put a lot of decor on, especially this vase that I'm going to be bringing out that I got from Target also this past spring to help hide that humidifier.
Decorating the tree from this Christmas sun.
These two cedar branches are part of my Target haul that I showed in my Target Shop With Me that I will be sure to link down below if you're interested. They are from the Hearth and Hand line, and I just love how natural they look and how simple they are.
We talk for hours on end, and somehow we knew.
Now, I always add books to this tray, and I try to use books that we already own and just pick out colors that work for each season. And the green book that I just put in is an anthology of Grimm's fairy tales that I got years and years ago, but its green cover is just gorgeous, and it also has beautiful gold lined pages. I did add a brown book underneath because it couldn't really be seen, and then I added a red book on top. I did think about having the gold pages face out, but I decided I wanted the green instead.
In the tree from this Christmas sun. From this Christmas sun.
I'm not even sure if I can remember where I got these little bags. They might be from the Target dollar spot a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago even. But I think they were meant for potpourri, but I just stuffed scarves that I had in them and like extra gloves that didn't have the other pair. And I think they look super cute right there. This little wooden lantern I always have up here. I got it from Hobby Lobby on clearance this past summer. And this little fir tree is fir plant, I guess, because I mean it's a little small to be a tree, but I guess you could call it a tree. That is from last year's Hearth and Hand line at Target. So I really struggle to fill in this dead space in between the tray and the wooden lantern. I tried a couple of different candles here, and then I eventually tried some little galvanized metal houses that I got from the Target dollar spot in a previous year. I did eventually split those little houses between the tray and the wooden lantern, and I did end up switching out the candle that I have here, and I ended up putting that candle over on the tray. So this is not going to be the final look that you will see at the end. If you want to see that, you're gonna have to wait till the end.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light, while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, we're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho ho ho. We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake, and then we go skating on the frozen lake, saying hi to every friendly face, and later we warm up by the fireplace. Carolers are singing outside.
So I started off with the bookshelf by wiping it all down, and then the first thing I put on this empty shelf is this Noel sign that I got from Hobby Lobby several years ago. And then I added this little bud vase arrangement from the Hearth and Hand line at Target.
Merry Christmas Day. A Merry Christmas.
This little ceramic tree is also another of my Target purchases this year. And then this little ceramic angel, I did try to get the camera to focus in on it, but for whatever reason, the focus on my camera just was not working. It was not having it at all. But I will show a close-up later on in the video once I get the whole focus issue worked out. But this little ceramic angel, it's not an antique, I don't think, but it is vintage. It belonged to my grandmother. And when I was back visiting my parents this past summer, my mom had been keeping it to give to me, and she sent me back with it. And I absolutely love it. I think it is just beautiful. These brass candlesticks were something that I also brought back with me from visiting my parents this summer. They belonged to my parents, and I found them when my mother told me to go look through all the closets and see if there was anything that I wanted to have because they were getting rid of a lot of things. So I highly, highly suggest that if your parents happen to be getting rid of things, go thrift your parents' houses. They have some gems in there. At least I know my parents do. So here I am with an extra strand of lights that I had to go out and get, and I'm finally finishing the tree. Now, I will mention, I know the lights look like they're glowing and turning on and off. I guarantee they do not do that. I don't know what's going on, if this is something that happened in the footage or the way the camera filmed the lights, or if it has to do with the fact that I sped up the video. But these lights do not slowly glow like that. They are on constant, but it does make for a cool effect for the video, I guess. But
It's
they don't
cold
really do that in real life.
outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe. And I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. The snow is falling down, and the storm is on its way. But as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out of nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Another year went by, but the difference this time is that ever since July, I've been happier than
Now, usually my husband and I prefer quilts on our beds. We both tend to run hot when we sleep, but the exception to that is in the late fall and winter. It does get quite cold in our room. It just doesn't heat up as well as the other rooms in the house. So we do love having this lovely thick comforter in the winter time. I also really love this simple plaid. This set we got at Target a couple of years ago. These pillows that I am adding with the red and green plaid, I got 2 or 3 years ago from Hobby Lobby. They unfortunately do not sell them anymore, but I think they bring a nice pop of color to the bed. Up here in this room is one of the areas where I don't mind having a few red pieces. I try to keep a lot of red out from the first floor, but up here I use a lot of things that I used to use downstairs and now I use up here. This garland that I am putting up is one that I purchased from Hearth and Hand last year. I do think they have a similar one out this year, and I will
Hold
be sure
up,
to link it
I
down
am
below.
on my way. I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can
So these wreaths that I am putting up on these arches above the bed are actually candle rings that I purchased from Hobby Lobby a couple of years back. I do think they have something similar out right now, if not the exact same thing. Sometimes I will purchase candle rings instead of mini wreaths because I find that just by labeling them as a candle ring, they somehow are cheaper than buying something that is advertised as a mini wreath. And they look just as nice. And it probably has something to do with how they are made and what the back looks like, but I find they work just as well.
heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. Here we go. All right. Now this Christmas, we're gonna dance. We're gonna dance. Come on. We're gonna dance, have a good time, dance, all night long. We're gonna dance, and have a good time. I think Santa's gonna come and join us in this song. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year
So this set of pillows are Ray Dunn. They are from Home Goods. I got them a couple of years ago. They say fa la la in red stitching. And I just love how cute they are in front of the other pillows. They do fit perfectly side by side right along in front of those Hobby Lobby pillows. And I love the size difference. I also got this blanket, which is also Ray Dunn, also says fa la la, from Home Goods around, I think, the same time that I got those pillows. But I love the jewel toned green, and it is so soft. Well, that is all for today's video. I love how everything came out, and I'm so excited to get into Christmas decorating in the rest of my house moving forward. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really does help support my channel so much, and I really appreciate it. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.